live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is the place where I separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today I'll be talking about the situation of how African deities can protect people that worship or venerate them. Or we can say to what extent can our African ancestors and deities be able to protect their followers or their children. And conception that people have with African spirituality, they believe that once you start venerating a particular deity, you start venerating your ancestors, you come into African spirituality, you are going to be protected from all kind of evils, all kind of harm, that because you're venerating the ancestors, you will be free from certain kind of evils or attacks. This is true to a certain extent, but it is not all that true, in the sense that we as humans, we have what they call free will. We make choices, and we are here to gather experience. And the role of our African ancestors as deities is primarily to guide us, direct us in a path that will bring the best possibilities of achieving our goals and aspirations, which is getting happiness, prosperity, long life, and making this world a better place quite naturally. So there's this misconception that once you venerate your deities, African deities, or you come into African spirituality, nothing can do you. You will live a very long life. Not everybody that venerates African deities are going to live long or to a ripe old age. Many factors are at play in our lives. And these factors are based on where we are living, the kind of life we are living. If we are living a risky lifestyle, we are taking chances, we are always engaging in a conflict with people. Many things have factors that will determine the kind of life that you will live, whether you are going to live to a ripe old age. Most of this naturally is based on our life choices. We have decisions to make in life every day, and your decisions affect you. For instance, let me start giving examples. If a young boy decides that he wants to start smoking for whatever reason, maybe he loves smoking, or maybe he's hanging out with some dudes that he considers cool, and you have to smoke to be cool, peer pressure, and he started smoking, even though they know that cigarette is bad for your health. And this boy practices African spirituality, and this person smoked at least 2 to 3 packets of cigarettes every day. Now, on the average, what do you think will happen to such a person maybe when they get to like 10, 20 years? They are definitely liable to getting cancer, lung cancer, or one of these cancers, or they're definitely liable to fall sick, as this excess smoke is going to destroy their organs in the body. Now, if this person smokes, lives a risky lifestyle, drinks, party, and do all this, there's a high chance that this person may not live to a ripe old age. Now, whether this person venerates his African deities or venerates poor libation to give offerings every day, it does not matter. Okay? What will happen to that person will likely happen to that person. So this kind of thing we'll say is based on his life choices. Probably when he's doing this kind of thing, people will warn him. Even the ancestors will warn him that this lifestyle will not make you live long. But they still love it, they still continue. Mother will say something, father will say something, friends and family, loved ones will tell you, you are smoking too much, you need to stop this, it's not good for your health. But you keep smoking. And when you start falling sick and you have lung cancer and you die, is it the fault of the ancestors? Is it the fault of everybody around you? It is your own decisions that made you fall sick. This is the way it is. Another example we can give, why is the African race suffering today? Why is Africa backward and downwards? Some of our ancestors in the past, they made a very, very wrong decision. They made a very wrong decision of engaging in slave trade, engaging in sharp practices, and selling their people arts. What happened? A large part of Africa was enslaved. Over 200 million people were taken from the continent forcefully, kidnapped against their will, and they were taken to the American transatlantic slave trade. You know the story. They were sold into slavery. These actions was as the result of some people that make wrong decisions. Of course, the African gods were there. We always have our gods on the standby. We have deities that we speak truth. We always have these deities. But some people, out of their own free will, decide to take a particular decision. And what happens, what we are experiencing now, those people decide to connive with the enemy for their own selfish or ulterior motives. Right now, we all are reaping the rewards or the consequences of such actions. We are still affecting us today. Now, is it the fault of the ancestors that people were enslaved and we are suffering from racism or white supremacy today? Is it the fault of our deities? It is not the fault of our deities. Okay? It is simply human error. Human error that led to what happened to us. And besides, when we talk about human error, God also makes mistakes. Yes, God is not perfect. I have always said this. If God is perfect, then we humans are supposed to be perfect. If God is perfect, we will not be having natural disasters here and there on the earth. We will not be having earthquakes, killing innocent people from time to time. We will not be having tsunami, washing people out. We will not be having all this kind of typhoon, winds, all these natural disasters that are killing people. They are not the cause of any man. It is nature taking place. So nature itself is not perfect. Man is not perfect. God is not perfect. But we are here. What the ancestors will give to us is guidance, intercession. And of course, you have to use your own initiative to apply your own wisdom to live a fulfilling life. Whether you venerate the African deities or not everybody will live the same path of life. Everybody have different destinies. Some people are here to live for a very short time. They will make a very large impact and they will go. It is their own destiny, their own life path. Some people can live very long. Nobody will even know they ever existed. You as a person, it is you that will decide the kind of life you want to live. And channel your energy towards that goal. There are some people that love to live very dangerous, extreme lifestyle. We see people doing extreme sports, or some people like traveling, some people like to join the army, join the military. People like different things. They don't care the risks. They are designed for such kind of things. They love doing such kind of things. Whether you're venerating the ancestors or not, it does not matter. Whether you're venerating all the deities, it does not matter. What matters is that how you want to live your life. Did you fulfill your destiny? Did you achieve the things you want to achieve? And if so, you are good to go. So it's not one size fits all. That it's not a guarantee that if you venerate African deities, you have to be wealthy. No, it's not like that too. That you have to live long, that you are not supposed to die, you are not supposed, some things are not supposed to happen to you. There will be dangers along the way, but how you react to this is what matters. And you have to, the nations and the deities we venerate, they always respect our free will. Okay, they are here to guide us. If we say we want to go the wrong path, they have nothing to do about it. They will stay on their own and watch you go that path and learn from that mistake. When you learn from that mistakes, you are now matured. Then you will now know if you want to continue in that path or you want to go to a different path. We are all here to learn, as souls journeying together. So whether you like it or not, you learn. So it's not about because I venerate a deity, I must live long. If you think that it's like that, you venerate the deity. If you live long, you did not live long, you will still learn the mistakes that you made. From my own experience in the practice of African spirituality, being that I practice African spirituality does not mean that I should take certain risks. Even though I know that I am protected, I know that I have capacity to do some things. There are some places that I will not directly put myself in danger. I will not do that. There are some roads I will never pass if I can help it. There are some places I will never go. Not that I cannot survive, I just don't want to put myself in unnecessary danger. There are some things I will never do, some food I will never eat, just because I am protecting myself from certain things. So you also have a role to play in protecting yourself, in making sure that you achieve your goal. It is not enough to say, okay, I poured libation yesterday, then I will go and look for trouble tomorrow, or I will be driving recklessly, or I will just expose myself to dangers, expose myself to bad people because I practice African spirituality. The ancestors will always come through for me. No, if you do that kind of thing, you will be embarrassed. It's like you are taking unnecessary chances. When you practice, protect yourself with your wisdom and your knowledge. That way, when a problem comes, the ancestors will be more even inclined to want to help you because you are not somebody that puts yourself in unnecessary danger. Okay? There are some people that will do spell to protect themselves from gunshots and the rest. Does not mean that you are going to be standing when they are shooting, you will be coming out instead of taking cover, you'll be standing in front of the bullets. Does not mean like that. That is you are abusing the power or the enforcement of that. You are just doing those kind of things. Because you know that you can do something and get away with it, nothing will happen. Does not mean that you will start oppressing people, taking advantage of people, or just behaving in a very arrogant and prideful way that they cannot do me anything so that I can talk to people the way I like, or I can live my life the way I like. No. That does not guarantee your safety. Rather, it will even incur the ire or the anger of the ancestors and the spirit on you because you are using them to do evil. You are abusing them. You are giving them a bad name. So this is the way I see it. And we see many people that practice African spirituality, very popular people. And there's no human being that will not die. We have people in the past, great spiritualists that have come, they have lived there. As far as we are born, you will die. It's just a matter of time. Death is all at our door knocking. And when it comes, it comes. No matter how many spells you do, no matter how many, you will die when your time comes. So whether you live 100 years, you live 20 years, it does not matter. What matters is that the impact you make, the life that you live, the footprints that you leave behind. This is what matters. Not death. Death is a certain thing. So something like me, I don't even think about dying. I only think about doing things. That's why I don't waste my time doing nonsense things, because I know that time is limited for us human beings. So when you have this kind of mentality, you have this kind of ideology, you will not even care about the ancestors. You will just live your life with protect yourself with your principles, and you do the right thing at the right time. You don't say, okay, because the ancestors are there, I could just be exposing myself. You live your life. Yes, there will be dangers. You do your best to advance the dangers, to protect yourself from the evil people. You will do your best. But if the clock says it is your time to go, nothing else we can do. If it's your time, it's your time. They say when death smiles at a man, all the man have to do is smile back. When it comes knocking, even if you don't open the door, it will still enter. None of us know the day we are going to die. None of us know. So we should be prepared for it. Live your life every day like it is the every day you are going to die. Live your life like every day is the last. This is the basic principle we need to put. That is why I venerate deities more like Ampo, Anubis, Santisma Morieti, Baron Semidi, Baba Legba, Eshu. This is the deity that will teach you this wisdom. These are the deities responsible for this principle of death, this gates way of the afterlife. They will tell you this, the same thing that I am telling you today. Nobody knows when it will come. So be prepared, and when it comes, you accept it. So it doesn't matter that because somebody is a very powerful spiritualist, then they are supposed to live very, very long. No. It does not always tally like that. Your free will is involved. There are some people that live their life carefree. They don't care. They just live anything they want to do. They do whatever is in their mind, irrespective of the dangers. There are some people that still say, okay, I will be careful. I will protect myself, and I will make sure that nothing happens to me. Who will still die will still die. Okay? But if you protect yourself more, you have a high chance of living longer than the person that is living a very reckless life that does not care about anything. We have people that live risky life, and when you check statistics, people that live those risky life, they die faster. People that live the thug life, the ghetto lifestyle, the kill or be killed lifestyle, the live by the gun lifestyle, the wild west lifestyle, the drinking, wanton, or promiscuous, or just garrulous. Those are the people, those ones die faster. They die faster than the people that are more proactive. So you need to apply wisdom in your decision making process. Yes, ancestors are there with us. They are always there with us, but we ourselves, we are also deities. You are a living deity as a human being. You have power over your own life. You have your own free will, which every other deity must respect. You have a right to life. You have a right to life. You have also a right to die too. You also have your own first law of survival. You must obey all these laws. If you don't obey all these laws, you might not live to a ripe old age. It is a given. Animals know this. The lions, the gazelle, the cheetahs, even the goat and the ram, all of them know this thing that I am talking about. When you look at them, you study nature, they all live to survive. Okay, and they always apply wisdom in whatever they are doing. All of them are wise. You see the way the animals hunt, you see the way they feed. You know that these things have their own intelligence. Then you see some human beings that don't even care. They just live their life like that without even thinking. What is the survival rate for those people? Even if they venerate all the African deities, do you think their survival rate will be high? The life to death ratio will be very, very minimal. So venerating African deities does not guarantee you a long life. No. Applying wisdom, using common sense, in conjunction with your spiritual practice will help you a lot. Saying the right thing at the right time. Not that because you practice African spirituality, you're talking to people anyhow, you are talking, slandering people. Of course, problem, there are people that have said things and then the next day they got arrested instantly, they get locked up instantly. Yeah, you have to protect yourself with your wisdom. There are some things you will say or things you will do, people will come after you to want to delete you instantly. So life is wisdom. There is this saying here that na brain I be jasman. So now your brain, common sense, the thing that they call iroro wisdom, now it go help you to determine how you will live long, how long you will live with your spiritual practice. You must couple it with intelligence, with your common sense. African spirituality goes together with common sense and science. They go together. Okay, you're not going to use practice African spirituality in isolation of common sense. You cannot separate it from common sense. Your practice will not be balanced and it will lead to failure. I've seen a lot of practitioners that do like this. Some people just jump in, start pouring libation, thinking that because they're pouring libation, ancestors will start opening way. No, you pour libation hungry, you will still be poor. If you pouring libation every day and you do not do a business that will bring money to you, you will still be a very poor person. You need to do business that will bring in